Greetings, my beautiful people. I am being joined by a very special guest. His name is Carlos Ulberg. You might recognize him from the UFC as an up-and-comer in the light heavyweight division, or you might recognize him from the Game of Bros when he was on that reality TV show that I still need to go back and watch one day. I have a feeling you absolutely crushed it. But Carlos, how are you doing? You're back in your homeland, so how's it going?
Yeah, it's good. I've been back for a week or so, but it's still taking me a bit to get my bearings back here in New Zealand. So I've been traveling quite a bit, and the rain seemed to follow me quite a lot. So I'm trying to get rid of that rain, eh? I was in Sydney, and I was over there for 2 weeks. We're helping Alex Volkanovski for his upcoming event fight. So we're over there for 2 weeks for a bit of a quarantine before we could enter into our country. So yeah, I think the rains kind of just followed us from Sydney to here because it's only like a 3 hour flight. It's quite
Nice.
close.
So are you just like fully back into training after your last fight? You were able to just hop right back into things, no injuries, nothing like that?
100%, yeah. It was all get go from, from the start. As soon as we landed in Sydney, we went to training, joined in on the classes and back to the drawing board. Whether we win or lose, everything is we want to get better and better. So yeah,
And it's super awesome that you got to have a little celebration out in Mexico. How cool was it that you got to reunite with your friend Tai Tuivasa and have a little bit of a celebration over there in Mexico?
yeah, it was awesome. It was a spontaneous trip. Ty was, he kind of was in my ear before the fight. Like, man, I'm going to Mexico, Cancun. If you want to come, that's us. I said, oh yeah, I don't know, a bit of a party. I've had a few parties with Ty in the past years, so I know what to expect. And going to Mexico wouldn't have been the smartest choice. But after the fight, I was, on a bit of a high. So decided, we'll go for a quick trip and we'll go for just to catch up with Ty and get to pick his brain a bit. And it was more about talks and business and everything rather than trying to party or anything like that. So I was just a bit of time to get away and try to get some sun.
Nice. I love that for you. I had like a little trip to Costa Rica and just that time away, it was like all inclusive drinks and all that. And I was just like, I don't even want to drink right now. Like, I just want to like relax and take in how beautiful this freaking area is right now.
Yeah, amazing. Eh? It is beautiful out there. Eh?
Yeah, I've been to Mexico many times too, but you definitely have to check out Costa Rica. You would love their vibe out there.
Yeah, I definitely want to try a lot of South America. It's on my bucket list for sure.
Well, that's awesome. And I've been watching some of Izzy's videos and the vlogs leading up to UFC 271. He has this very interesting, like, group of friends that he does these breakdown dances with that are very energy infused of just them expressing themselves. And it almost looks like Israel's like a professional dancer at this point. So do you ever join those little squad hangouts where they're just all dancing and breaking down?
Yeah, well, that's the Zen's crumping crew. I'm more of the smooth groove. So yeah, put a few gins in me, and I start to move a bit. A bit of relaxing time of me coming out. So yeah,
And was it nice being able to, again, I feel like they do it on purpose. They make all the city kickboxing people have fights on the same card. Izzy got super emotional when Blood Diamond was making his debut. So was it a special moment for you to be able to sit back and see him make that moment?
yeah, 100%. It's we're a big team, and we're definitely gonna evolve and grow as we go. We've got a lot of guys who have traveled overseas to train with us and become part of our family and our team. We've got a massive team at City Kickboxing. It's forever going to be a successful gym because of the amount of talent that we have there, up and coming talent as well. And yeah, to see Blood still his walk and experience the whole thing together, it was the best trip so far for me. Anyway, it's something that I've taken in. I haven't yet sat down and finished off a lot of my journaling of the whole 2 weeks, or sorry, 3 weeks that we're over there, in that well, fight week during that time. So I still need to go back and recap on all of that. But with that said, it's to have a lot of our family, friends travel over, especially during these times that we couldn't do a lot of traveling. But our family and friends managed to make it overseas and stay with us. We were actually staying in Airbnb in Houston for fight week, and it was quite nice because you just feel like you're at home. It's different to staying at a hotel where you're by yourself, and that's awesome being by yourself. And, you need just alone time, but it's also very nice to have your random friends just pop into your room whenever they feel, and
Yeah.
you always got to have your guard up. So and it's also quite a homely feel that you had some of the guys who were just sleeping on the couches all over on the floor and all that sort of thing. So it just gave me the feeling of being home. So that whole experience for 271 was just amazing.
That's awesome. And I feel like you guys did something similar kind of unintentionally when you got trapped over there in San Diego, trapped, if you will. I'm sure you guys enjoyed it so much, but you had to do similar things of staying in Airbnbs, and you actually stayed at the house of your jiu-jitsu coach, Andre Galvao, who's going to be competing this Friday, Saturday for you. How has the jiu-jitsu game been coming along for you since San Diego's over here? Obviously, you're not training in San Diego. Do they have a separate facility that's an association with Atos that you like train and focus on the jiu-jitsu game?
Yeah, we do have. We've got Artos. We represent Artos at our gym at City Kickboxing as well. And we do have quite a vast range of jiu-jitsu artists. So it's good to, especially during this downtime where we're not in camp, where we're training with these guys. We're doing our jiu-jitsu. So we're getting our work in every single day. We're getting our work in, whether it's different. We're sort of differing our training strategies. But I'm always looking to evolve in every way possible. So yeah, it's jiu-jitsu, judo, wrestling, everything's accountable.
That's awesome. And I remember I'm still working on getting my first stripe, but I think I saw you have two stripes from Andre. Are you working on the third? Did you already get it? How far along have you come in that process?
Yeah, well, because like I don't do too much of gi
Gi, yeah.
jiu-jitsu, but and most of the time, um, we're not specifically doing just jiu-jitsu. So in our classes or MMA classes, it's we're basically learning the strategies of MMA because it can be quite difficult or different um, in some ways to jiu-jitsu. So yeah, we're always kind of skilling up. And yeah, I don't know. One day, I love being a white belt. It's nice. It's you can kind of just be the underdog in that sense. So it's yeah. I guess if it comes, it comes along. Blue belt might be the way.
Same. I've been doing 10 Planet though, and we don't have gis, so they can't tell that I'm a white belt. So some people just go full on rolls with me, and I'm like, all right, really gotta practice my defense because people go hard. But that's awesome that you got to know Andre on the level of staying with him at his house. He seems so friendly. Carlos, why on earth is everyone calling him out? You got Gordon Ryan slapping him. You have Ryan DeRitter calling out that he wants the submission only grappling, and we're going to see that this weekend. So is it just because Andre is just the best of the best and people want to poke at the bear who has the big name, or is there something that, people just want to mess with him?
Yeah, I mean, Andre is just. I mean, he is definitely a nice guy, and like I really mean that. He's a very good leader. And when we had our time with him in San Diego, he led his team with respectfully and as a great leader should. And he's a legend in the game. So a lot of these guys do want to take him out before I guess he retires in one day. But it's he's bringing up a lot of pedigree in his gym, and we're quite fortunate to train with a lot of these guys and girls over there in Atos, so in San Diego, the headquarters. So yeah.
I definitely cannot wait for you guys to make your way back over to Atos. I have not been to San Diego, I think, since I last saw all of the CKB squad, and I've been missing it so much. But LA's been nice too. Um, yeah, so those fights this weekend will be freaking amazing. We also have heavyweights going on. Chris Dawkins. Um, do you think that Tai Tuivasa's next fight will be against Tom Aspinall? And how do you like that matchup, considering you know Tai Tuivasa on that level and his skill set?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. If it's done in UK, that'd be nice, and then if it's done in Australia, that'd also be quite good for both. Because I mean, Tai Tuivasa, he's just booming, and it's all about the Tuivasa at the moment. He's gone global, he's worldwide, he's Mister Amazing. So and I love to see him grow. I love to see Tai doing great. So whoever the matchup, I'm pretty sure they've got it already kind of intertwined into some way possible. But uh, I think the Aspinall show will be quite a good one because Aspinall is also quite nimble. So is Tai, and then Tai's got that knockout power. So it'll be that knockout grip versus the technical sides, I guess, of Aspinall.
Yeah, that definitely would be a very interesting matchup. In terms of matchups for yourself, I know you were asked this right after your last fight, and you were kind of like, I haven't thought about that. I jokingly, Paulo Costa. But are you looking to kind of fight someone in the top 15 coming up, or are you just like letting whatever comes from the UFC?
Just letting whatever come. Yeah, that's it. It's whenever they want to throw someone at me, we'll just say yeah, let's do it. But we're trying to get to the top, so it's all about that. It's all about um, yeah. I'll just make my wins, and every little step counts.
Nice. All right, now we're gonna play a game. I haven't thought of the actual name of this game show yet. I'm still in the works of all the branding of it, but we'll just call it for right now, Getting to Know CKB City Kickboxing, all right? Don't look
Okay.
so worried, it'll be fun. Okay.
Interesting.
So, who on City Kickboxing, and this can include, I don't know, should it also include Alex Volkanovski? I can do Eugene Bareman as the coach, like anyone on the team, including Australia, or are you going to do just New Zealand?
We'll go just New Zealand.
Okay.
We'll go, yeah, just because I mean,
Just the
yeah, who
OG
would you
squad.
include? Yeah.
Um, or because Tai Tuivasa, I feel like would fit for one of these, but don't worry, we'll get there. Um, who can put down the most food in one sitting?
One thing the most food. Man, I love to eat. I love to eat, but I mean, we've got such a massive team that it's like there's quite a few of us that would just be on that same plate, the same dinner table, eating the same amount. So yeah, I love to eat.
So you give it to yourself. Okay, all right. And then if everyone is all in a room, you guys share a lot of Airbnbs, you go everywhere together, have long days and adventures, and when you get back to the room, you guys are hella tired. Who is keeping y'all up with the snoring?
It's not. Uh, that might be me sometimes too. That might be
Calling
me
yourself
sometimes as
out.
well. I might have to say twist as well.
That's
Twist.
awesome. And then who is the biggest low key nerd or dork? It can be about anything, but very nerdy.
Yeah. On this last camp, it's been Carl, who's just the guy that knows everything about anything. But yeah, it'll be Carl. Mini Mike.
Mini Mike. All right. And then who is most likely to make you laugh in a time that you're supposed to be serious?
Ooh, great one.
The goofball, the class clown, you know?
Ah, the goofball. Who's the goofball? Goofball. I'd say Redman. Redman sometimes me. Actually, yeah, it's Shane Young or Redman. One of those two. They make me laugh every time. But most of the time it is Shane. You know.
And your team has like about 15 or how many people are all on the city kickboxing team?
Wow, we got like 30, 40, 30 to 40.
Wow, okay. Runs
This is
very,
massive.
very deep.
Uh, it goes deep. It's massive.
And then who would you say is the person on the team who would be able to hear about your zodiac or your horoscope and tell you everything about it, aka the Zodiac Zaddy?
No. uh, Probably Shane as well. Shane Young. Probably Shane Young. Maybe, yeah.
Okay. And then your birthday's in November, so what does that make you?
That makes me a Scorpio.
You're a
That's a
Scorpio.
Scorpio, you
Interesting.
know. Come on.
You're a
Yeah.
Scorpio. I'm an Aquarius. I looked up your stone ahead of this. Your stone is topaz. Mine
Mm-hmm.
is amethyst. That's the way to
Mm.
go. Okay. And then what is CKB's favorite non-MMA team activity?
Mm. Non-MMA, what do we do? Man, most of the time we're just always MMA, man. So it's hard to say, but like a lot of us do love to get out on the beach. Yeah, recently a lot of the guys we went out to get a bit of surfing in. So I'd say quite a number of
Wait,
us
so
did
you
go out
caught your
surfing.
first wave?
No, I've caught a few. Even when I was in San Diego, I caught a few waves in San Diego. But over here, I've been practicing quite a lot in a place called Piha Beach, which is crazy, crazy waves. So yeah, I've been getting up quite a bit. So either hiking. A lot of us love to hike. New Zealand is quite a countryside
Interesting.
country.
That's nice that you're getting the hang of surfing so quickly. Do you have like a really long board that you use, like over 8 foot or something?
Yeah, 8 foot board.
Nice. Yeah, I remember the very first time I tried to, I didn't do any research beforehand. So I tried to go out on like a 5'5" sushi foam board, which like the surfers were coming up to me and they're like, damn, that's your surfboard? And I'm like, yeah, why? And they're like, I wouldn't even be able to ride that. Like it would just be so, like the longer ones make it much easier.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm gonna give it another try. I'm only 20 minutes from the beach. So this summer is gonna be a good summer for sure.
Yay.
And then
You'll love it.
who is your go-to breathwork buddy on the team?
Brad. That'd be Brad. Brad Riddell.
How's Brad doing? I
He's doing
know.
good. He's I guess he's using this time to do, or he's had his his daughter, so he's spending a bit of time with her, and then also he's taking us through, as Eugene's away at the moment, he's kind of just leading a bit as one of the seniors too. So yeah, he's leading the class at the moment.
Nice. And being a father yourself, has he come to you at all and just been like, wow, this moment is so special for me? Like, finally, like being a dad? No, no moments like that. Or you guys
That's
just
Brad,
keep your
yeah.
you guys keep your affectionate moments, off camera. The brotherly love.
Not even that.
That is awesome. All right. And so now we'll just do a quick power rankings. We'll make it quick. So,
Mhm.
3 things. It's your birthday. You have all day. Rank what you would do. Like, what's your top pick? Either go to the beach for the day, hiking in the mountains, or sailing on the ocean seas.
I love sailing. I mean, I love getting out on the water, but like sometimes if I spend too much time in one place, I'd like to move around a lot. So hiking would be my thing. And if it's like a forever, never-ending, beautiful scenic moment or zone, then I'd be all for it. But which is highly likely here in New Zealand. We're quite lucky and fortunate to have such a amazing what do you call it, landscape. So
Nature?
it's
Yeah.
yeah, landscape. So it's beautiful.
Nice. Yeah, I can only speak from the pictures I've seen. It's definitely on the to-do list of visiting. It's such a beautiful area. All right. What would you say, or rank these? Going out to dinner,
Hmm.
going to get takeout, or staying in and cooking a nice meal?
Oh, so are you asking me to rank them as in 1 to 10? Is that right?
No, like, so I would want to cook the most, and then third or second would be going to get takeout, third going out to eat.
Oh, okay, sure. Cooking when you're happy, in a good mood. A lovely barbecue. The barbecues are always the best. A nice picanha or big steak on the barbecue would be the best thing. Yeah, I guess a barbecue because that be considered cooking, right? That's my
Yeah.
thing is cook is would be a barbecue cooking.
Okay. And then the next two, are you the type of person that likes to just go out to dinner, get the cashier, or pay the server, or would you rather just take out, go home, chill?
Because it all
Because it all
depends on
depends
the
on the
mood
mood
too.
too.
Yeah, I guess that's right. Yeah, a bit of both. A bit of both. Some days you'd feel like, let's just go home, chill, whatever, or we'll go out for dinner, you know?
I
So
feel you.
take your pick, but get that energy right.
Yes, everyone always needs that food. And then, what kind of communicator are you? Are you a text message kind of guy, phone calls, or voice message?
Phone call. Phone call and voice message. I love to put my voice out there most of the time. If I have a close friend, it's always going to be a voice message for me.
Yeah, voice message is definitely my favorite. Phone calls, I feel like, I don't know why. I just feel like something's wrong if someone's calling me.
But I guess that's just because I don't call unless
Yeah,
it's
true.
work.
That's right. More often. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, you could be right.
Yeah. Okay, what sounds most appealing to you at this point of your life? A 10-day silent meditation, could go to India, Costa Rica, wherever. A 200-hour yoga teacher training, so kind of intense, heavy vocabulary on all the like Sanskrit terms and like physical asana, or a nice ayahuasca retreat in Costa Rica.
Ooh,
You have to rank them.
okay, rank them. I see what you're getting at. All right, so would say yoga for me at the moment because I don't have that much time to be going on a 10-day meditation, but I love to do that one day. Um, it'd be a test for sure. So the yoga, then we'll have to go with the 10-day and then the ayahuasca. Ayahuasca would be something that you'd want to do a bit later on, I guess, especially for going into my career.
Nice. I really like that. And then if it is a day where you're reconnecting with your friends, you haven't seen them in months, years maybe, and you're finally seeing each other, you're all in a nice mansion for the night. Are you guys drinking alcohol? Are you smoking some good weed? Or are you doing some nice psilocybin?
Oh, okay.
You're like, oh wait, take that in.
You can rank them though.
Well, I don't know. I guess it'll be smoking some good weed, and if we're in LA because it's illegal here in New Zealand, only if we're in LA.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. Only San Diego, LA, you're good to go.
Yeah. That's it. Um, Psilocybin, that'd be a nice one, eh? Like chill. Drinking is like I'm kind of off drinking. Drinking is kind of just something that takes a long time for me to recover, or I just think it's unnecessary. But if it's an occasional thing, then I might do it. So
Nice. I feel you. I'm like on a month now of no alcohol. I'm 5 pounds away from what I have to be for my first jiu-jitsu competition coming up on Memorial Day. So it's all going so great. I'm loving it.
what's this competition that you're doing?
It's jiu-jitsu and it's no-gi.
Mm.
yeah.
Oh, you don't want
Um,
to say what it was.
Oh, it's
What event?
World Jiu-Jitsu League or Jiu-Jitsu
Ooh,
Worlds
yeah,
in
okay,
Fullerton. Yeah.
cool,
I'm
awesome.
excited, but I'm kind of scared too. So, yes.
You've been
Well,
getting
thank
into it, eh?
I've been really getting into it. I have like all these little like minor bruises on my body and I'm like, okay, I'll get used to it eventually. Just like the constant shins on my shins and like rolling
Yeah.
with people a little bit bigger than me. And now I'm just to the point where like if I feel like someone's gonna accidentally rip my hair out, like we're not in competition. Like I will literally say, my hair, like don't rip my hair out.
so I'm one of
Yeah.
those, you know?
What's your go-to? What's your go-to move?
My go-to submission.
Yeah.
Um,
Basically, if I can get someone in the mount, I feel like I'm pretty good at getting any type of armbar. Or now I'm able to understand when I can gift wrap, and then know where I can go from there, like a Kimura Americana. And then 10th Planet is super big on leg locks, so I haven't been able to get anything live, but just learning it and practicing it every day. I also have some really good training partners that I haven't smoked in forever. Yesterday was the first day I smoked in a really long time, but I had been training for like weeks on end, and it was the first time I was like doing things and I could just tell like it was in my muscle memory of like getting certain movements, and it was like light rolls, like a flow state type of roll, and it was so nice. And I was like, yeah, I had like very low tolerance yesterday. Literally just took one big slurp of someone's oil pen, and I have a good training partner who's like my size. So it's just been great. This is like the first time in my life where jiu-jitsu isn't like a chore. It's like an escape. Like I get off work and I'm like, yes, I get to see my friends and roll. Yeah.
Ooh, that's awesome. Very nice to hear.
Yeah.
It's nice. It's nice.
Awesome.
It's nice when you can get a good group of friends that you can just roll around with and just get that like the flow roll instead of just trying to like fight against everything.
100%. And just out of curiosity, the culture at City Kickboxing, it's not just the team that's there. Like you guys have people who it might be their first time training come to classes too? Or is it all just like team?
Yeah, so it is. It's mixed in between the whole corporate members as well. So we are a corporate gym, but then also a fighters gym as well. So our classes, if you wanted to do an MMA class and it's your first time, we do welcome those people to the gym, or to our class at the time.
That's awesome. Well, City Kickboxing sounds amazing. I cannot wait for whenever your next fight will be, when all the fun vlogs are coming off. But Carlos, I gotta give you one piece of it. What?
You gotta come to CKB then. That's what you gotta do.
I do eventually, but I was gonna say, I think you need to step up your Twitter and YouTube vlogging game. You're such an interesting human. Everyone needs to see how awesome you are.
Yeah, thank you. I will get onto my TikTok, but YouTube will save that.
Oh, TikTok.
Yeah, what is it? Twitter. Yeah, the Twitter game. I'll get into the Twitter game.
Okay, yeah, I guess TikTok is like the new thing too, but I just know that I always see the fighters pop up on the UFC.
I got something coming up for YouTube soon though. Stay tuned.
Nice. Okay.
Outside of fighting.
Yeah, I feel like that's the most interesting thing. I feel like whenever I talk to fighters, I want to talk to them about whatever is, going on without all the fighting details. So I would just want to thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview with me. And I can't wait for the next time you're in California, because we'll get an in-person interview and hopefully it'll be in preparation for one of your next fights.
Thanks, Alex.
Yay!
Appreciate you.